First thing you have to know is what a binomial is. You have to know what this word is. Binomial. A binomial can have a number and two variables. It could have a number and like a squared b. A binomial could also just be, let's fix that. Like 7x is a binomial. 8y could be a binomial. So a binomial could have an x and a y. So you might want to add that to your examples. Does everyone know what an exponent looks like?
Yes.
So everyone knows what the base is and what the exponent is, right?
The base.
Does everyone have their calculator out? First one says, this is the first rule. Product of powers. That means if your bases are the same, you simply add the exponents. So you could type this into your calculator. You could type 5, use the symbol that looks like that, it's upside down V, the squared, or then times, use the upside down V, get 6, or you could just say 5 to the 8th power.
Oh my gosh.
Because I added 2 plus 6. This next box, are we on to this next box yet? Or do you have every Y?
No.
All Y's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes.
Now, if you can't see an exponent, it's a 1. So I simply add 4 plus 3 plus 1, and you should get y to the 8th.
Why does it y equals?
We're going to see how I got that? All right, now this one, because this is like your homework, do you see how this has a coefficient of 7? And then you have a coefficient of 6. So you do 7 times 6, y to the 5th, and this is only 1 y, so I do 5 plus 1. What is 7 times 6?
42.
So my answer is 42 y to the 6th.
You just perv.
What is your coefficient on this binomial? A negative 3, right?
Negative 3 times 5.
So you do negative 3 times 5. What are your exponents on the x's?
2,
2 and 1.
2.
So you add 2 plus 1.
Where did you get them?
If there's never a number without the exponent, it's always a 1.
Okay, never mind.
And if the exponent is not there, it's always a 1.
No. Okay.
What are on your y's?
7 and 6.
So you add 7 plus 6.
Oh, so you kind of separate them to.
So you have negative 15, x to the 3rd power, y to the 13th power. So quotient of powers. This is when I divide two numbers with the same base and I subtract the exponents. So if you can't see an exponent, what's the number?
1.
So you basically have y 6 minus 1. What's 6 minus 1?
5.
So my answer is y to the 5th.
No way.
How about I reduce this next one?
You divide by 6. 6 divided by 6.
Nope, you can just leave 6.
Oh, so 13 divided by 2.
Not divide by.
Minus.
You do 13 minus 2. What's 13 minus 2?
6.
11.
I mean 11.
So you can leave your answer like that. So 10 divided by 15 is what?
2/3.
So I have 2 over 3. Now 7 minus 5.
2.
Keep it up top.
How do I know that?
9 minus 9.
0.
Wait, why would you put the 2 on the top?
Because it's positive.
Oh.
Now, you can leave b to the 0 for a minute,
So what
but
if it's
technically, you would not need to put this because anything to the 0 power is 1.
What if it's negative?
So this would just be your answer. I'm going to get to that in the back page. 0 exponent. Anytime you have an exponent of 0, your answer is 1. So, here, 8 to the second power? 8 to the second power. Well, that would be 8 to the 0 power, because 2 minus 2 is 0. My answer is 1. Everyone see how I got that for the first one?
Yes.
And then you divide it.
Parenthesis, negative 3x plus 7, close the parenthesis, and it's raised to the 0 power.
1.
1.
The whole thing is raised to the 0 power. The answer is 1. This one, the only thing raised to the 0 power is your x. So, nope, it's going to be 8 times 1 plus 5.
Wait, why times 1?
Because the x was the only thing
Yeah,
raised
yeah,
to the
yeah,
0
yeah.
power. And anything raised to the 0 power is? Anything raised to the 0 power is? 1. So
technically,
8
you do
times
8 plus
1?
5.
8 times 1 is 8, right?
Right.
Plus 5.
13.
Can't you just do 8?
So your next rule is a negative exponent. See where I am? So, if you have a negative exponent, you cannot have a negative exponent. The negative exponent has been bad. You need to get him better. So he has to go into the basement to learn what he's done.
Wow, that's a harsh punishment.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't remember the old movies where the people used to go in the basement when they were bad?
No,
No, I mean,
Like the
Jacob.
dungeons?
they go into their room.
So,
Put a bar of soap in their
what is 2 minus 5?
2 minus 5 is negative 3.
So you can't have a negative 3. So it becomes a fraction, and the 3 becomes positive. You could type these two in your calculator since there's no variables.
Oh, wait, really?
You could type those two in your calculator, but you would get 1 over 2 to the third power, and in your calculator you should get 1/8.
How do you get 1 over 2?
And then the next one should be 1 over negative 3 to the third power. So if you type this one in your calculator, you should get negative 1 over 27. You're close. Power of a power. Let's do these two first. So you see how you have one thing in the parentheses and then you have an exponent on the outside? So you simply, if you're raising a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. So you just do 2 times 8. What's 2 times 8?
16.
And then negative 3 times negative 4.
Positive 12.
So those are your answers to the top.
I think I know what to do for the bottom. Exponents.
And the variable, and the coefficient,
You can.
So power of each factor in the parentheses and multiply. So I have 4 things inside the parenthesis. The coefficient 4 is going to be raised to the third power,
So 12.
not 12.
4 times. Oh.
3, power of power, 3 times 3.
9.
And then you're going to do y,
3.
1 times 3 is just 3.
And then 3 again.
And then z has a 1, so that's 3.
Wait.
So this one was simplified to 64, and Dylan said this is 9. So this is your final answer. Over the next one. So how many things do you have inside the parenthesis?
4. 3.
3. So you have a 7. It's going to be raised to the negative 2 power. Because what's 1 times negative 2?
1 times negative 2 is
Negative.
negative 2.
And then x to the negative 2. Because x has a exponent of 1.
So,
And then negative 2 times negative 2. So what happens when you have a negative exponent?
It would go on the bottom.
It would go on the bottom, you're right. So the only thing that's going to be on the top is this guy.
not even the
Good.
1?
Nope. Because what is negative 2 times negative 2?
4.
So I have y to the 4th on top.
But 7 times.
7 squared we can put on the bottom.
Then,
And x squared I can put on the bottom.
well, how do you sub?
All right, this one. You have 4 things inside the parenthesis, right?
Right.
So you have 6 to the negative 2nd power. there's negative 6 on the x, right? So you have negative 6 times negative 2. Negative 7 times negative 2. What is z to the anything to the 0 power?
1.
So do I have any z's left?
No.
Does everyone see how my z's are gone?
Yeah.
So your z's are gone because it was to the 0 power. So just clean this up. What's negative 6 times negative 2?
1 over 36.
Well,
So you're going to have 1 over 36. Your x to the 12th power is going to be on top. What's negative 7 times negative 2?
14.
So everyone should be having this on their papers. You should be writing notes. So you don't really ask a lot of questions. So you can just start your... So negative 3 times 2.
Negative 6.
All right, now clean it up. Do you have any variables that are the same?
Oh.
What the heck?
You
yeah,
have,
the 2 2s.
Well, aren't the v's the same?
oh.
So can I add those exponents on the v's?
Yes.
So I have like basis.
Yes,
I see.
negative 4.
So I have, well, I'm going to reduce that to 4. And then what should happen with my one with an exponent?
The one with the exponent,
The negative exponent. What should happen to him?
you would move it to the bottom.
Right.
Oh, because so you were kind of supposed.
This is a binomial. He's being multiplied by this guy. And this lonely guy right here, okay? So you have 3 binomials.
Okay.
What are your coefficients?
2, 3.
And then the 1, right? So you have 6, right?
Yes.
Now, so we can cross off those because we're done. What exponents are on the x?
1. Wait, no, sorry. 3.
You have any more x's coefficients?
Negative 2.
And what am I supposed to do with these two? I add them, right?
1.
So everyone see how we got 1.
Yes, because you.
Okay, so your x's are gone.
That's the negative.
Now what about your y's?
Why is it?
Y is 1. So I mean,
Well, you have negative 4, right?
right.
What else do you have?
0, but that one.
Okay, let's just put them in. Do you have any more?
Plus 2.
So add all that.
Negative 2.
So can I leave a negative 2 on the y?
No.
So what should happen to this guy?
It goes on the bottom.
So you have 6x on top, y to the second on the bottom.